Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, it's a little awkward, but we're gonna go ahead and try to stay in tier 21 this week because we have legendary mark bonus. I don't know if it's a good idea, I don't think so, but we're running pretty much standard sets, nothing too special here, and we're running legendary Marth this week because we have a +2, so we're ceiling at 748 or something, and right now 3,758, which is like an below average of 740. It's kind of close to getting in, pretty close, like 70 ranks, or that's probably just, yeah, 70 ranks. So I'm thinking maybe we should try for it because, you know, I have the crest if I want to burn them. So we're gonna give it a go. I'm not sure how high I want to go in terms of score, so I'm thinking of going through 742 minimum, and hopefully along the way we just get some higher scores. Unfortunately, I did not think this through, and so one of the matches I got was 746. It was a pretty, I'd say, trivial match. It was 2 dragons, and it was Noe and Adult Tiki, so both easy baits, and Effie and Legendary Hector. Legendary Hector was just running like Distant Counter Vengeful Fighter or whatever. Oh gosh, this team is gonna be a nightmare. Because obviously the oh boy, I'm gonna have to screw over the AI a bit here. I don't know what to do here. Because the problem is, if we don't get Azura to dance, and she's going to I think we're gonna have to assume a couple things, and I don't like making those assumptions. Because, like, say for example, he goes here, that's fine, you know, and then we get the dance, kind of whatever. The problem is, Nino's still in the back, and that's a problem because Legendary Marth does not have a great res stat. Of course, we could do something like bait here. Of course, we get Panic Ploy and all that shenanigans. And, you know, Nino would get buffed and stuff. So I don't know, this is pretty tricky. And I'm too lazy, like usual, to compute what the AI actually does. So, yeah, not great. I'm thinking because Draga's Armor Smasher, you might be able to convince him to go one way. Like, ideally, I want him to go probably straight out, right? I have no idea. I have no idea what to do here. Okay. We're just gonna do this, and what's my move? I don't know. It's like, what do you do here? Ideally, we get rid of Nino, and then even then, there's still Legendary Azura. It's just not looking great. I don't know, man. We're just gonna do this and wreck the run. I think this is already over. Yeah, that's already dead. So in theory, it actually wouldn't have mattered too much, because as you can see, Marth, yeah, that's just a rip. Well, at least we can start fresh. That's fine. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. Not much I can say there. That's the one problem with using Legendary Marth this week, because for some reason, there's a lot more ranged units up here. I know there's like Legendary Azura, that's pretty common because it's water season, that makes sense to me. But why are there so many ranged units, especially the blue ones? It's Anna week. I guess Drog, I don't know. There's just oddly a lot of blue range aside from Legendary Azura, because of course she scores pretty well, so that makes sense why she's up there. This team, it's mostly just Harden we need to worry about. Everyone else, you know, they're dragons, so we can handle them as long as we can take some hits. So I think we'll be okay. We just gotta play this properly. and basically just isolate everyone.
Right. Guide me.
Alright. So that's a pretty easy sweep there, and Grima should be moving down like that.
What's my move?
Pretty self-explanatory stuff, nothing mind-blowing. Harden's probably moving with first because of shenanigans. So there's 7 times 2, which is nice. Nino overkilling like usual, gosh dang. I think then we want him to be, if we have him on the defense tile though, it's gonna be next to impossible for for Marth to do any damage, right? Let's see. So that's 66, so it's like 53 attack. Yeah, we would be doing nothing to him on the defense tile. Granted, we would have our special, so we could do some damage. Our other option would be maybe sitting on a defense tile and trying to wall the guy, because we could get 43 defense with Exalted Falchion, and then on the defense tile we get 12 more defense, so that's 55, so we would take basically 11 times 4, assuming, you know, he gets to actually attack that many times. So I think that would be fine. That's the plan, I guess. So we're gonna go with it. If we get wrecked, it's kind of whatever, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna work, Kappa. We just gotta make sure, you know, no one else is in range for when the Gale Force actually happens. There you go, there's the 11 damage that I was talking about. Unfortunately, Marth barely misses out on the kill, but it doesn't matter. So, pretty easy sweep there. Of course, Binding Shield makes it really easy for Legendary Marth to deal with dragons and such. To an extent, you know, he still needs to have an attack step against, like, Legendary Tickies on defense tiles and such, but, I mean, for the most part, it's pretty easy for him to deal with dragons. I'll be back. It's gonna take a while to snipe. Alright, 742, close enough. Time for some Legendary Zero range shenanigans, or not, that's fine. FE? Because there's defense tiles, I think we can do this for sure. I really think we can. So, the key thing to note here is there's a lack of rallies, so it's going to be really hard to exploit this team, naturally. So I think we're going to have to go for the weird approach of swinging over this way and attracting some folks to go down the other way. It's not going to work out very well, but so like with Swordbreaker, basically a lot of things check around, and moral of the story, we just need to have a decent stat, because Swordbreaker, of course, allows her to make a follow-up attack and blah 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 blah, and this is basically the exact same thing. So if we just hit and churn, things should totally turn out very well, Kappa. I think I'll move over. Yeah, that's fine. There you go. Alright, now I think the big thing is we just need to check to make sure that Grima doesn't one-shot Marth, and I don't think he does, so we can just camp it out, I think. That's very good. We don't actually kill FE. So I'm gonna do that. I don't see how Grima ever doubles, because again, Binding Shield always works. I say that, but things are gonna go wrong. Because I don't know completely everything about Binding Shield, so there's that. But there we go, there's the one shot. And here comes FE smiting. Perfectly fine with me. So yeah, it's very nice that we're not able to kill FE like that. We can just manipulate the AI a little bit now. And basically take time to heal up. because we want to make sure we don't goof anything. I'm not entirely concerned with panic play on Effie because, well, Effie has more HP, so there's that. So here, like, we're killing, but say we move out Tiki, then you see we're not killing. And against Tiki, you're at 55, so that's a little awkward, but we'll be on a defense tile, so it'll be fine. Cap. And he has a special up, so, you know, he's going to do at least 1 damage. And now he's going to get buffed, so with Exalted Falchion, he'll be fine. And then he gets 1 shot by Tiki. That would be so awkward. But yeah, it's pretty simple using him. It's not fire weak or anything, so he can't get, for example, extra points from Adult Tiki having a fire blessing. But alright, gotta be back. Alright, not getting particularly lucky with finding things above 742, but, you know, getting these matches perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with this. I think I'm going to... Okay, Legion has chill defense, chill attack. Chill attack's pretty big deal because Effie and Mark both have 58 base attacks. It's a yikes from that department. Camilla here has sturdy impact, and there's Wings of Mercy with Gale Force. Pretty scary as well. I think I probably... Do I want to do something like this and approach these guys first? Because this leg yarn is pretty darn bulky, if you ask me. So I'm thinking along the lines of, you know, chipping down with Effie. This 51 defense is a lot. Leaving her last is definitely not great. And of course there's... Oh no. This is tricky. There's guard, there's bonfire. This is a very tricky leg yarn, New Year's leg yarn to deal with. Not sure what I want to do there. The thing is, where I place Effie is pretty important because we're not going to be able to do any shenanigans with Effie if we do this wrong. So I think we're gonna do this and just start moving closer together. That's just the main idea. In terms of speed, it doesn't matter how much speed we have, so we're just gonna chill here and wait. Move in slightly closer. We don't want to get too close because there's Wings of Mercy and things, but, you know, it shouldn't be a big deal. Alright. Now this guy has 44 speed, just kind of a yikes. I mean 45 speed. So I think we can just do something along the lines of like, oh, he's got Panic Ploy. So actually we just gotta decline in weight, which is not great because these guys coming in. Hopefully we can figure out a way to exploit Seliph and Legiarn being like that, but I don't know if we can. I really don't know if we can. This is very tricky. Because the biggest thing is now we're panic playing, so we can't get Nino to not double, which is a problem, as always. I don't know what to do here, but we do need to pick up the kill here, I know that for sure. Alright, so Seliph's coming in first, that's not great.
Yes. Okay. What's my move?
Because ideally we want to have Legiarn. Alright, so this is where things get ultra suspicious. As you can see, we're just not doing any damage, which is not great. And again, because she's not running like attack speed solo, Nino is just doubling out of town really easily here. Like we could put Effie in range. She's gonna do basically nothing, which is the problem, and is just accelerating the bonfire. So then my second thought is, you know, maybe use Tiki, but then she's gonna get doubled and under chill defense. That's from Wagasa Plus. That's not looking good. That would be like 38, so 38 versus 7. Yeah, that's like 29 times 2. That's EX. Unless we can magically avoid the double, which is also entirely possible. I could see that happening.
Together.
Let's see.
Yes.
So, okay, so that's 30, 33, 36. Oh, we're just shy right now.
Guide me. What's my move?
So we could risk it. We could risk the biscuit here. We were gonna risk the biscuit. Might as well. It only hurts to risk the biscuit, am I right? I'm gonna have Marf here. Just sit there and turn. And Leguarn does not get rallied, so that's a rip. And yeah, as you can see, we just can't take out Leguarn, so gotta restart again, unfortunate, but this is gonna be a long video, isn't it? I think I'm just gonna end the episode because I think this next match is gonna be a nightmare. So thanks for watching, as always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you next time. Bye.